Hey guys, and welcome back to another What's for Dinner. Today I have 5 quick and easy dinner ideas that are perfect for busy mom life, including a really yummy breakfast casserole that'll be perfect for Christmas morning. And to be honest, I absolutely hate cooking, so I feel like these dinners meet me halfway. First up is one of our absolute favorites, baked spaghetti. I'm starting by browning up a pound of ground beef. And while that was browning, I went ahead and boiled up some thin spaghetti until it was al dente. You don't want to overcook because it's going to cook some more in the oven. And we use thin spaghetti because that's what we like, but you can use whichever you want. And then once my ground beef was browned through, I just drained it and I put it back into the pot. I went ahead and added in 2 jars of spaghetti sauce. I'm going to use Great Value traditional flavor and also some sour cream. And I don't measure the sour cream, I just add it until it has a light creamy color. The sour cream is completely optional, that's just how we like ours. Sour cream makes everything better to us. And then after I had my mixture done, I went ahead and tossed in the spaghetti noodles and I just got it mixed together evenly. And then I poured it into a 9x13 baking dish, topped it with some Colby and Monterey Jack and some parsley. I then let it bake for about 20 to 25 minutes on 350 until the cheese is nice and bubbly on top. And to go with it, I just made some garlic bread out of some hot dog buns that were about to expire. I just topped them with some butter and garlic powder and I just put them under the broiler until they were toasted. And on the side we just had a salad, and that is meal number 1. Meal number 2 is a slow cooker chicken Alfredo. I started by putting 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts into my slow cooker, and then I just added in 2 jars of Great Value Alfredo sauce, and then I just slow cooked it for 3.5 hours. Now, we don't like to waste sauce around here, so I turned the jars upside down while everything cooked so that I could get the rest out later. And then once it was done, I just took my hand mixer and I shredded up the chicken. This is why I prefer slow cooking my chicken if I'm going to be shredding it. It's just so much more tender and it shreds easy peasy. After that, all I had to do was boil my fettuccine and that was it. We just had a salad on the side with it. On to meal number 3, I made chili with ham and cheese sliders. This was a really good meal and it's so easy to do. I normally will slow cook my chili, however I decided to go ahead and do it on the stovetop today. So I'm starting with a pound of ground beef and I'm going to get that browned up. And this is everything that I put into my chili. I do 1 can of diced tomatoes and green chilies, or you might know it as rotel, 1 can of beef stock, 1 can of black beans, 1 can of kidney beans, and 1 pack of chili seasoning, and of course salt and pepper to taste. I would normally also add in a small can of tomato paste as well, but I was out and I forgot to get some, but it was fine without it. So after the beef is all browned up, I don't drain it, I just leave it in the pot. Probably super unhealthy, but it adds to the flavor. This would be good too if you had some bell pepper and some onion to throw in, but I didn't, so I just started tossing in all of the cans and I brought it up to a boil, and once it was boiling, I just turned it on low and I let it simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes just so all of the flavors can come together. And while that was going, I made some sliders on the side. We were originally gonna eat the sliders in a separate meal, but a light bulb went off in my head whenever I was making the chili that these would be perfect to have on the side, and it's a great way to change it up from just having crackers. So all you'll need is some ham, some sweet rolls. I'm using the Sam's brand, and some provolone cheese. You'll just split the bread in two and layer the meat and cheese onto it. You'll put the top back on, and I also decided to brush the top of mine with some melted butter, a little garlic powder, and some parsley. Then covered them with some foil so they wouldn't dry out, and I put them in the oven for 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes or until the cheese was melted. And that was meal number 3. Next up is a breakfast casserole. This recipe would be perfect for Christmas morning. All you'll need is some hash browns. I'm going to use the Great Value 26-ounce bag, a 16-ounce pack of diced ham, a dozen eggs, 1 cup of milk, and salt and pepper. First, you'll mix your hash browns and ham together, and you'll pour it into a 9x13 baking dish. And then you'll just mix together all of your eggs, milk, salt, and pepper. And I didn't measure the salt and pepper, but I would say probably a teaspoon of each. And you'll just pour that over the potatoes and ham and bake it for about 45 minutes to an hour uncovered on 350. The only thing I would add to this is some cheese, but other than that, it was really good. And I ate mine with syrup on top. I love the taste of sweet and savory, but my husband is complete opposite, and he ate his with ketchup and hot sauce. So I say eat it however you like. And then the very last meal, I basically cheated because everything was already cooked. I just had to heat it through. I found these baby back ribs at Walmart, and I just popped those in the oven for a bit until they were heated, since they were already fully cooked. And on the side, I heated up a can of baked beans, and we preferred the Bush's brand in the country style flavor. And then with it, we just had some leftover baked potatoes, and we just topped those with bacon bits, cheese, and sour cream, and that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this What's for Dinner, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.